Welcome to the Explainer. We all get into disagreements, right? From tiny spats over the remote to, major blowups at work. But what if those arguments weren't just obstacles? Today, we're going to explore the 5 fundamental ways people handle conflict and how you can choose the right approach to turn all that friction into a breakthrough.
Okay, so first things first, we need to kind of reframe how we even think about conflict. It's not the enemy. It's a totally natural, normal part of life. The real decider, the thing that determines whether it's constructive or totally destructive, is how you choose to respond to it.
When it's managed well, conflict actually sparks innovation and leads to way better solutions. But on the flip side, when it's mismanaged, it just breeds stress, burnout, and it absolutely kills communication. As you can see right here, the direction it goes, that's entirely up to us.
So, what's the secret sauce here? What's the thing that really determines the outcome? Well, it all hinges on one core decision that we are constantly making, a lot of the time without even realizing it.
And that decision, it's this constant tug-of-war between our personal goals and our relationships. This one simple tension is the absolute key to understanding every single way we approach conflict.
So in any disagreement, you're subconsciously balancing two things. And getting a handle on this, it's seriously like getting a cheat sheet for human interaction.
And here's what it all boils down to: your goals versus your relationships. Are you focused on getting what you want, or are you focused on keeping the peace? The way you prioritize these two things in the moment, well, that's what defines your conflict stat. So this one fundamental choice actually gives rise to 5 totally distinct conflict styles. And to see how they work in the real world, let's follow a pretty simple disagreement between a married couple, Rosa and George, about their daughter's allowance.
All right, first up we have the competing style. This is all about having a high concern for your own goals and, well, a pretty low concern for the relationship. It is the classic I win, you lose approach.
So in this case, George might just give his daughter the money secretly. He achieves his goal, he wins, but he's definitely risking damaging his relationship with Rosa. Now, the competing style can be necessary sometimes, but if you overuse it with people you actually care about, yeah, you're going to pay a price.
Now, the polar opposite of competing is accommodating. Here, the relationship is the absolute top priority, and your own goals kind of get pushed to the side. It is the classic you win, I lose situation. So this is Rosa deciding, you know what, let's just let it go to avoid a fight. She prioritizes harmony with George way over the budget issue. And look, it can be a generous thing to do, but if you accommodate too often, it can easily slip into just being a pushover.
Okay, on to the third style, avoiding. This is when you'd really rather not deal with the goal or the relationship, so you just ignore the conflict entirely. It's really a we both lose approach, because the problem never, ever actually gets solved.
And avoiding isn't always just changing the subject. It can be way more subtle. Kind of like when Rosa just leaves the bank statement on the counter, hoping George gets the hint. Spoiler alert, passive-aggressive hints almost never work.
Next up is the collaborating style, and this one is often seen as the gold standard. This is where you have a high concern for your goals and a high concern for the relationship. It's the true win-win, where you basically refuse to choose between the goal and the person. This is where Rosa and George get really creative. So instead of just giving in or splitting the difference, they actually brainstorm a brand new solution. Maybe their daughter can earn the extra money by babysitting her younger brother. It's a true win-win. The only real downside here is that collaboration takes a significant amount of time and energy.
And finally, we have compromising. This is the middle ground, right? A moderate concern for both your goals and for your relationships. It's a we both win a little and we both lose a little kind of situation.
Now, the key difference here from collaborating is that in a compromise, everybody gives something up. To get their daughter that extra cash, Rosa and George both agree to pack a lunch twice a week. It's a fast solution, for sure, but nobody really walks away completely happy.
So, now you've got the 5 styles in your toolkit. But how do you choose the right one when you're actually in a disagreement, instead of just falling back on your old habits? Well, it comes down to a really quick 4-step process. Instead of just jumping in, just pause for a second and run through this checklist in your head. Step 1, value. Is winning this argument more important than the person I'm arguing with? Step 2, consequences. What am I willing to sacrifice to get this resolved? Step 3, timeline. Do we need an answer right now or can this wait? Your answers are going to guide you to the best approach.
And this ability, the ability to choose your style, that leads us to the single most important takeaway from all of this.
Here's the main point. There is no single best style. Trying to be a collaborator in every single argument, that would be exhausting. The real mastery is in adaptability. It's in having the flexibility to pick the right style for the right situation.
So I'm going to leave you with this. What's your default style? The one you always go back to? Is it actually working for you? Now that you have this full map of possibilities, you can stop reacting and start really responding. Because once you understand your options, every single disagreement becomes an opportunity.